Good morning, everyone. To start today's lesson, imagine you are visiting a very busy farm. Think about all the things you might see, hear, and do there. What animals might be living on the farm? What sounds might they make? Who works on a farm? And what jobs do they do? You might imagine a noisy rooster waking everyone up, a playful sheep escaping from its paddock, or a hard-working farmer collecting the eggs from the chicken coop. Today, we are going to use our imagination, movement, voice, and teamwork to create and perform our own farm themed drama story. As we create our performances, I want you to think about the characters that you might want to be and how you can bring them to life using your body, your facial expressions, your movement, your voice. This lesson is based on the Australian Curriculum Drama Descriptor AC9ADR2CO1, which states that students create and co-create fictional situations based on imagination and experiences. Through this activity, students will work together to develop a short farm-themed story using communication, roleplay, movement, and sequencing skills to create and perform a group drama. The farm theme is engaging because many students are familiar with the animals and the farming through the books, films, stories we have explored before this lesson. It provides meaningful context to the students to explore the imagination or storytelling side while connecting to the world around them. Through the roleplay, students are encouraged to express their ideas, solve problems, and develop confidence during their performance situation. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone of our safety expectations. When moving around the room, we need to make sure of our own personal space and other personal spaces. We need to use controlled movements, keep our hands and our feet to ourselves, and listen carefully to instructions. We will also make sure that the tables and chairs are moved safely out of the way so that everyone has enough room to perform without getting hurt. To prepare our bodies and our voices for drama, we will start with some fun warm-up activities. We might practice some movements such as the chicken dance or other animal-inspired actions to get our bodies moving. We might also complete some voice warm-ups to help us project our voices clearly and confidently. Now, let's look at our task sheet. It contains a step-by-step instruction and picture prompts on how to guide you through the activity. Step number 1 is to choose the characters from your story. You may choose farm animals such as cows,
Moo.
sheep,
Meh.
chickens, pigs,
Oink, oink.
horses, or any other animal you might think would be on a farm. You could also choose people who works on a farm,
I'm a farmer. This is my farm.
or even such as tractors or scarecrows.
I'm a scarecrow.
Our second step is to plan your story with your group. Every story needs a beginning, a middle, and an end. You might create your story about an animal getting lost, or a farmer solving a problem, or a group of animals working together to help someone in the farm.
My story, it takes you through all of the farm animals, and as we meet all of them, we find out we don't have food for one of the animals. Which animal do you think ran out of food?
Our third step is to rehearse your performance. This is your opportunity to be practicing using your strong voices, expressive movements, and teamwork. Remember that the audience needs to hear and understand what's happening in your story.
That means you can hear me from all the way back here using our big strong voices.
Finally, you will perform your farm story in front of the class. While other groups are performing, we will be respectful audience members by watching carefully and listening. After each performance, we will have the opportunity to share positive feedback and talk about the creative choices each group made.
Make sure to be paying attention while your friends are up here performing. Then you can ask them questions about their story when they're done.
While teaching this lesson, I noticed that some students found it difficult to decide which farm animals or characters they wanted to include in their stories. To support the students with generating ideas, we completed several activities beforehand, including watching clips from Charlotte's Web, participating in animal-themed movement games, and reading farm-related picture books. These experiences help some students build background knowledge and provide them with inspirational ideas for their performances. Another challenge was that some students were hesitant to speak loudly and perform confidently in front of others. To address this, students were given opportunities to practice in small groups before performing to the whole class. I modeled how to use a strong, clear voice and provided ongoing encouragement throughout rehearsals. During practice sessions, I stood in the back of the room so then students could check whether they were speaking loud enough to be heard. Positive feedback was consistently provided to build confidence and support to the students as they prepare for their final performance. To ensure that all students can participate and succeed, I have incorporated an inclusive teaching practice. One strategy is collaborative role play in small groups. This provides opportunities for peer support and allows students to build confidence with communication and social skills in a low pressure environment before performing to a larger audience. Another strategy is offering choice and flexibility with participation. Students can choose roles that match their interests, abilities, language, backgrounds, and confidence levels. Some students may prefer speaking roles, while others would prefer movement based or non speaking characters. Providing this flexibility gives support to students' autonomy and increases engagement by giving students ownership of their learning. These approaches align with the universal design for learning by nurturing joy, play, and creativity with learning environment. Every student has the opportunity to participate in ways that are meaningful to them and connect them with their own experiences and identities and take pride in their accomplishments. Drama gives us the opportunity to explore ideas, working together, and tell stories through imagination and creativity. Thank you for joining me on our farm adventure today, and I can't wait to see the wonderful stories you create and perform.